I'm stuffed. Your cooking is the best, Emma. Well, I'm off to take a nap.
I hope the food was to your liking, adventurer. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm not sure if it was my best. Maybe, when you return from Heidel, I could prepare another meal for you? Properly this time.
Heidelians always say, time is like wine. Wait and remember, when you're in Velia, you shop at Eileen's.
Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Deirdre and I'll be your guide. This is my season character that I just went through the Velia storyline with. As you can see on the quest side, it says for me to go to Heidel. I'm not going to go to Heidel just yet. I'm going to finish up Velia. We've got some contribution points and some energy, and I'd like to get my nodes started. So this is what I would do on a season character if I was playing for the very first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my map with M. And as you can see, there's a ton of question marks that I have not properly spoken to yet. I will be speaking to them, just not yet. So what I want to do first is I want to go to Bartali farm. Now, if you've already finished the Velia storyline, which I highly recommend you do before you start setting up your node network, you're going to have these nodes already done and ready to be picked up. So I'm going to start with Bartali farm, and I'm going to invest contribution into this node. And then I'm going to go to this chicken node and do the same thing. I don't have any workers yet, so that's fine. And then next I'm going to go to Finto. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to go to the chicken and I'm going to do the same thing. So now I have 2 chicken nodes but no workers. So let's get some workers. As you can see, I have no energy left, which is kind of where you'll be as well. I mean, I did the bare minimum of talking to people to gain energy, so this is probably where you'll be, or maybe you'll have a little bit more energy than me. What I did do is, though, I did speed through the pass. Like I said, I did all of the Velia storyline, so I got up to the summer seal. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to trade in this summer seal for an artisan worker, because we have no energy to actually contract workers. So let's go ahead and do that now. The person to trade it in is right here, Pulvio.
Please treat pets well.
So we're going to go to quest. And we're going to search for artisan worker. Here it is. It's at the bottom. Then we're going to do the chat option. And we're going to trade in these summer seals for the artisan worker. And you'll get more of those as you play the season. And you'll be able to get a pet, some more artisan workers. I'm gonna do like a video guide on workers, worker empire, nodes, things like that, that will explain a little bit more in detail as to why I went for the artisan worker instead of like contracting workers. And then another thing is that you want to do, I haven't talked to this guy yet, so I'm gonna skip the cutscene. Another thing you want to do is when you're low on energy and you need to contract workers, look at the worker exchange. So here's a goblin worker. I don't have enough money here to contract this artisan worker that's English, but I wouldn't want to do that this early anyways. So I'm just going to look for Velia workers. Here's one, but he's a giant, and I don't want a giant. I want goblins. So I'm just going to keep looking. So that's all we have is these workers here from Glish, Calpheon, and Alta Nova. So it does look like it's expensive, but it's really not. You're gonna gain a lot of silver as you progress through the game. Right now I just have a little bit of silver because I literally just started this account, and just to show you guys how to play in seasonal and what to do and things like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna contract this worker. So we've got this artisan worker box. We're gonna open it, and we want to take the top option, so the artisan goblin worker with Velia in the parentheses. So we're gonna go ahead and confirm that. Now we have a artisan goblin worker Velia, and we're gonna right click this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open our map again and go to Bartali farm, and we're going to go ahead and place this worker on this farm. And the 41 minutes means that it's going to take 41 minutes for him to produce chicken meat for me. So in the meantime, we're going to wait for our energy and contract another worker. We'll go ahead and do this quest here
once considered a great adventurer,
for another pet.
Ultimately hung my helmet here. I must admit, I sometimes regret it.
We don't need that, so. Okay. So now we just got a little pet from Bartali. You can get the pet as well. All you have to do is complete the Velia storyline. It'll say that you've completed it because it'll say Balenos explored, like you saw earlier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this pet, and I'm just going to name him. And now I have another pet, so I'm going to take him out. So I'll give you a little rundown on the pets since we're waiting on energy. A small little rundown. I'll check them in for right now. Do you see how they're both checked in, they're not out, they're not active. It says no pets are currently in use. What you can do is you can go ahead and click on the 1 for both of these pets, and instead of taking out this way, the normal way, you can just click the 1 at the bottom, and it'll bring out both of them that way. Next thing I would recommend doing is always having your pets on cautious. If you're not doing anything like grinding, or if you're just questing, I would just have them on cautious. What that means is that they take up less energy, which means that you don't have to feed them as often. Now, if you need to have them be normal, like normal activity, and you need them to start picking up stuff a little bit faster, just at the top pet here, just right click on where the pet command is, and it'll change it for all of the pets that you have out. And that'll bring it to the normal state where they'll pick up items normally, and there won't be any real side effects to that. It does mean that they'll be hungrier a little bit more often, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then if you're grinding and you need the pets to pick up stuff extremely quickly, you would right click it again, and that would bring your pets to be agile, so very active. Like I said, they'll pick up stuff faster, but they will they'll get hungrier a lot quicker. So I'm going to set mine to cautious for right now, just to keep it low-key. And that's a small little rundown about pets. Let's see here. What can we do to buy time for this energy? We could go to the storage. Get rid of these bars. Talk to this person here. You want to talk to as many people as you can that have these exclamation points over their head, or who have like a, if they don't have an exclamation point, but on the mini map, as you can see on the mini map here, they're question marks. So if you talk to them, you do gain energy, and sometimes there's chat options, like you see these knowledge options here. If I turn in these drawers or these tables or these chairs, I'll gain knowledge on those. So right now I'm just talking to people. Trading is fun. Let's talk to him about this.
Market price is never fixed.
And that does drain your energy, so you do have to be careful about that. So we do want to keep our energy, so we're not going to talk to her about that. Lots of knowledge here that we can't really capitalize on because we're trying to wait for the energy. You know what? I wonder if there's any energy potions available. Let's take a look at the central market. I think that would be literally all of our silver, but it's better to take a look anyways. No, it doesn't look like there's any up, so we're kind of stuck.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another character really quick, which is gonna be non-seasonal. And this character is going to be kind of like an energy alt, if you want to take it that way. It's because energy and contribution points are family bound, which means that's account wide. So let's go ahead and make a new character. So we'll go to character select. And I do recommend that you do this as well. Even if it's not a seasonal, like, it's still really beneficial to have extra energy available. And we're gonna make a ranger. I'm going to try to find one of my creations. Good luck, right? Haha. There we go. We do have to change servers, so we'll just go to Olvia. We are going to pick Ancient Stone Chamber. Because we want to be in the world as quickly as possible. And we want to be close to Velia as quickly as possible. So we're just going to skip everything because this is an alt and we're not really worried about anything right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna run to Velia. I'm actually gonna level to 5 really quick. You might be thinking, why 5? Because 5 is the level that you can use the Magnus at. And we'll get into that too. Like I said, knowledge is family bound, so talking to these NPCs on my ranger doesn't affect anything. In fact, it's good that I went ahead and did this. Now the downside to this is that if I'm not on my main character, I do generate energy at a slower pace. So we want to get to Velia as soon as possible so that we can swap back over and I can start regenerating energy again. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some pots. Hopefully we can get out of here. Oh yeah, this way. Alright, we're in Velia and I'm gonna swap back over. Oh, before we do, let's take a portrait. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the Pearl shop to see if I can get an energy potion from loyalties. Now, if you saw in my other video, I did open up the Pearl shop and I got 3,000 loyalties for 1 silver. Huge. that's something that everybody should do. If that's available. And I'm just talking to these people really quick. Alright, let's look at the pearl shop. Okay, so let's go to loyalties. Lots of goodies here. We're definitely gonna get some of those goodies once I'm done looking for an energy potion. Ah, here we go, energy tonic. Alright, so we've got an energy tonic, 500 loyalties. I'm just gonna buy it. And now I'm going to go ahead and get these Festa rewards. I'm not going to worry about the blessing or the memory. I'm going to go ahead and get this Stella Spirit Stone. Very important. I'm going to get this selection box as well, because why not? And this support pack comes with a coupon for all categories. Very nice. And some item loot scrolls. And then we're gonna pick this up. 53, we're gonna buy 53s. We're just gonna put in 53. Very cool. Alright, so we're done with that. That should be in our pearl inventory here now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it. It is 50 energy. It does overcap us. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Like I said, all of this is just to get you started, and you're gonna get more energy later on. We just started that alt, so we're gonna start generating energy on the alt, and you'll be able to use the alt later on as well. So let's talk to the work supervisor. We're gonna go to the exchange just to see if anything has changed. It has changed a little bit. So let's see if we've got anything in Velia. We don't want the giant. And it looks like that's it. So let's contract some workers. So we can't hire any more workers because we need to put in some more contribution points. So what we'll do is we'll come into the map. We'll click on Velia. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look for lodging. So up at the top right here, I'm gonna put down this drop down bar and I'm gonna go to lodging. So these 3 houses are the only houses in Velia that have lodging. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the lodging here. Pick up lodging here. And pick up lodging here. And I'm just gonna wait for this to finish. It shouldn't take very long. It's just a couple of seconds. And then I'm going to contract worker. Now you should have enough contribution points to do this yourself. If you find that you don't have enough contribution points, there might be a problem. Like you may not have finished Velia storyline, because like I said, I did the bare minimum. I didn't do any side quests. And I gained those contribution points from the main story. So you should have enough. Alright, one of the lodgings has finished. You can see because it's a white house with a little bed icon. So this means that I can hire another worker.
You'll have to go through me first if you're planning on causing trouble.
Alright, so it costs 5 energy to hire a worker. And there's there's actually many tiers of workers, and there's no guarantee that you're going to get a good one. It's all RNG, it's all random. So we have to be very diligent with this. So we can't be too picky at the beginning. It's fine to get like a green goblin. If we can get a blue goblin, that's what we're aiming for. But if we can't, that's okay too. Maybe we only get like maybe we only get a naive giant, right? Like literally the worst that you could get. Maybe we get literally the worst. That's okay. Just go ahead and put it on the node and have it work, and later on you can change it out. So let's go ahead and hire now. So this is literally the worst worker that you want. You don't want this guy. So let's keep looking. So we're going to view another. Alright, a skilled human worker. I'm not going to go any more than that. I'm just going to go ahead and hire this guy. We got little Lucky Ducky there. Exit. Open the map again. And we're going to go to Finto Farm. Why are we going to Finto Farm? Because that's where we have our other chicken node that we invested into. And we're just going to go ahead and put him on it. Now, as you can see, he is going to take a lot longer to work than that goblin, right? The goblin on the Bartali farm, 43 minutes. This guy's an hour and 23 minutes. It's a huge difference, let me tell you. Because you're looking for a higher production rate. We're also talking about like an artisan goblin versus a skilled human worker, which is a huge difference. So that's what we're going to do for right now. We're just going to get those chicken nodes started. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check our energy. So we got 32 out of 41. Yeah, we could get some potato nodes. We could get a potato node. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get this potato node. And we'll get this potato node too. So that should have taken 20 energy. Yeah, so we're down to 12. So that's enough to hire 2 workers. So we can't be picky at all right now. We have only 2 workers that we can hire. I was hoping beyond hope that there would be another worker there. So let's check our lodging. It's done. You can tell because there's no circle or half circles being shot around on Velia's main city here. So we're just gonna go ahead and contract. Alright, we got a goblin. That's something to be happy about. I'm gonna go ahead and hire him. He's green. That's okay. We can go ahead and exchange him out later. Alright, last one. Hopefully it's a good one. Alright. Got lucky there again. A green goblin. So now we're gonna go ahead and put those goblins on these potato nodes. Alright, so we've got chicken and potatoes coming into Velia. Literally just started the account, so it's going to take a while for those to move. But once they do, we'll start to cook. And now, as you can see, after I did all of that, I've got a pickaxe over here underneath my health bar. So if I click on that, it shows me my worker window. And because I only have Velia, we're only going to see Velia's workers right now. Okay, so you see this stamina bar that is underneath the workers' portraits? That is how long it's going to take until they need to be fed. and feeding them recovers their energy. So we're going to need to do that eventually. But right now, hopefully we get enough chicken meat in where we can just make our food for our workers. But if we can't, the potato nodes should move quickly, but the chicken nodes should move quickly as well. We're gonna make grilled bird meat to recover their energy, but not right now. We don't have to worry about it right now. They should be good for a little bit. Okay. And that's what I wanted to show you guys for this video, is to just start your worker empire early, as soon as you can. Like I just finished the Balenos area, which gave me enough energy and contribution points to start my worker nodes, which is what you should do right away. Because when we start producing byproducts, that's when we'll be able to make money. And we want to make money as soon as possible, because we broke. So that's it for this video. Take care.